Well, welcome everybody. Simulator Sundays. I am Kung Fu Beer. I saw it doing its deal in the very beginning. And I mean, this is like, I made this several weeks ago and I've been using it every Sunday ever since, and it's never jerked like that. There's absolutely no changes to anything on my end, so I don't know why it was doing it. But for you guys who want to do videos and streaming, every time you do it, you get something else. So something else that causes some sort of issue, or it doesn't always go as smooth as you want it. So it is what it is. Everything on my end was normal, and who knows? Yeah, it just didn't want to play right today. So hey, whatever. It is what it is, and of course now as I'm talking, the sound isn't going down a little bit, but that's okay. It's called ducking, but I've set that up before, and today it doesn't want to do it either. So how are you guys doing? We're gonna get right into it. I've been here for a few hours already. Let me get away from the engine so we can hear what I'm saying. So we're in Porphyry. So Porphyry is the name of the yard, but it's in Corona, California. It's BNSF. It's next to Riverside. If I bring up the map, which isn't going to work, for whatever reason, let me look at that real quick. It says no, it's not running, but it, it is. Well, that's run 8. All right, let me see why that isn't coming up, because well, there it is. I didn't do nothing. It just popped up. Okay, let me pull that down just a little bit here. So here's this is the map. Just trying to get it, so there's nothing to really see there, but I'm just trying to get it there. So we look at the yard map here. We're in this area. I gotta click the right thing. I'm looking at the stream thing. So we're in this area right here. We're right here now, and so this is CP May. This is off the San Bernardino sub, but this is right at the line, the county line between Riverside County, where we're currently located, and Orange County, California. That's Anaheim, Disneyland, all that stuff. So Corona is that border right here at Prado. Just past Prado is where it turns in Orange County. So we're going to be working here today. We haven't been here in a while. Another one of my yards. Currently I'm charged on the Mateo server, was where we're at today, with all the BNSF San Bernardino sub yards. So that would be Porphyry, La Mirada, LHA, LAC, and Malabar. Those will help out on any of the other yards that I'm needed on. So we have not worked the yard. We've had some other people working the yards a little bit, and I've been flat switching all this stuff. Oh look, there's a big hole. Good, they got holes. I like holes because the holes mean that it's not a solid track of cars that are not sorted. So we're currently sorting. I made this one. This is for 171. So we have two locals out of Porphyry. One is R-CAL0141, and that one goes this way that I'm going now, which is towards the west, towards the beach. So it is through Corona and then down into Orange County. And then we have R-CAL0171. So that's mostly these cars, but I also have as the start of a stack here. I turned all this stuff off, so when it first came in, we can see stuff. So these are the 171 cars, and these go this way towards Riverside. As you see, there is a industry here, and these two cars are processed, but I got a whole bunch that are going to take their place. Mainly half of these cars, these TRMs, and the other half of them right now is REPs, and REP is just right over here. However, if we want to take these REPs and get them over there, well, we got to go all the way down here. you know about Amtrak? I got to go here, cross over, and then come back on this main line, by the way. I do not know a lot about Amtrak. Everybody always comes in here asking about passenger trains, which is great. Maybe I should learn more about them, but I literally don't know. I don't do Amtrak. I don't do passenger trains mostly because I'm not a big fan of road driving. So I will do it when I need to move stuff around. But for me, the fun is in the puzzles. Yeah, hold on. The train whisperer wants to hear the horns. It's a K3 on these, by the way, because these are SD45s. I don't know about the Northern Pacific rail car. We'll have to look at that in a minute. However, I like the puzzle of figuring out where I'm moving cars, and you know what? This yard's example. I've got a lot of things to shift around, but I haven't got anywhere to move it. So how do you do that? How do you move things around when there's nowhere literally to move them? So that's a puzzle to me. I enjoy that portion of it and delivering the cars and picking up cars, all again while trying to figure out how to accomplish those tasks. For me, driving a road train from point A to point B, while it can be fun, when I have this stuff to do, it becomes simplistic. There isn't much to do other than give it gas and go and give it brakes when you need to, while this is challenging to me. So all these yards that I have to constantly move things around. So Amtrak falls into that category of being on the road, but it also, you have to make quick stops at stations. I understand Amtrak's and Metrolinks and other passenger lines have better braking because it's designed to brake, and the trains are shorter, so they can brake faster, but I tend to always miss them when I do them on some of the other simulators. So as far as running Amtrak here, I'm not going to say never, but it's rare that you would ever see me run a passenger service here in this stream. So Train Whisperer wants to hear the K3, as this is an SD45. And then there's our mechanical bell. We're running two Santa Fe SD45s here today. They have been, this one's been retagged BNSF. I don't think this one really has, but it, no. So this one should be SF 56, 55. That's our lead engine right now. Let's see what it says. No, it just says 5665. I don't know what our road number would be. We're not on the road yet. Somehow inside the train. So yeah, we're doing flat switching. We've been doing it for a while. The Northern Pacific, some of these liveries are a little blurry. They're working on them. They're getting better liveries. Every new pack they come out with has nicer liveries on them. And there's some I can replace them with. I just haven't gotten to all of them yet. I'm looking for a Northern, like this one. No, that's Wisconsin. So Northern Pacific, to me, I remember it being brown. It kind of looks like that. I don't see any that we have any here. Those at Rare, I don't know. I mean, really all you're doing is moving around what the customers have, right? So if they purchased rail cards, then, or they leased them from railroads, then that's how you're going to see them. All right. So let's, what were we doing here? So I have, so this is a 171. This has to come off, but these guys are REPs, and the reps are going over here in this next track, second track over. So that's a rep. There's a rep. There's a rep. I'm going to cut it here. We're going to pull that forward right now. Let's make sure my switches are lined up, which they are not yet. We take off the parking brake. We're going to pull forward, but then we're going to stop so we can disconnect the other cars that we don't need right now. How did you get the horns? From the enhancement Discord is one place. Run 8 enhancement Discord off of the, and you can find them on the YouTubes as well, on the internets. So I've got a VRS. I'm going to cut it on that one. I believe I set that for. Gons, these are going the other way. Or no, these are going down at the end of the line here. So we will, let's put on the parking brake here. Handbrake. We'll handbrake this guy if I can reach it. Pretty much probably easier with one screen, but since I have two screens here, anytime I move my mouse over, it wants to grab, and then I can't hit anything here on this screen of the game. All right, so we're still going forward. I've got that knuckle opened. We just got to pass this switch here, and then that way we can come back, go into the second tier, second track over there. Just to, well, we got a couple cars here that we need to peel off. Then we got a tanker, which is Sunny Delight. So that's going to go on the far track, go all the way over to our right now as we're looking. Like something's on, parking brake or something, but might just be heavy. All right, got the independent on. Up to a stop, and let's reverse. Oh, three horns going backwards. Hand slipped off, and I'm like, yeah, I did the horns. So yeah, I'm seeing some jerkiness right now, and that could be because I'm not, I am not perhaps running OBS as administrator. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yes, the same question again. I don't know if you heard me answer, but I got him off the Run 8 Enhancement Discord. I do not have a link. I do not have an invite. So I can't tell you how to get there if you don't already have it. You can search on the internet for the Run 8 Enhancement Discord. I'm sure one of about 1 million or so websites will tell you how to get there. But I don't have an invite because I'm in there, so I don't give out invites to it. Hey. This down. Let me lower that a little bit. Let's see if that might fix it for me. All right, so we are locked in there. And we're dropping off the reps, but we got a tanker in the middle. Hard to see, these are yellow tags. And very difficult to see. I kind of got to go up and then down to look at them. So this Sunny Delight one's coming off. If the coupler, again, as I mentioned before, is yeller, we can't simply uncouple because it means it's got strain on it. All right, those other cars were handbraked, and now I just handbraked the ones that I dumped off. However, I do have 1, 2, 3 more to go. So we're going to jump up. Grump? We're going to jump it off here. Sunny D. I'm going to put it over Didn't want to do that. Where the hell did it go? Oh, it's this set here. These were here temporarily. That was on the far track. Nope. Okay. I want to stay somewhat consistent here. So we gotta do it this way. I've got to put this tanker right there where this guy is. Well, how would you do that? So this is part of the puzzles that I like. You know, so I don't know if, you know, when they start doing stuff like when they start doing mergers and stuff, I mean, the government's got to be involved and the companies have to agree to stuff, and the government's got to approve it, and kind of a pain, you know. So you try to do that so that you don't have antitrust issues. One company owns too much, which they always do anyways. And, you know, good for them. They hire the people. I like when companies get big, as long as they don't start screwing you, because then they can, which they often do, even if they're not that big, they do. And then people sue because they're too big, which is stupid, because like they didn't create nothing. They're just suing somebody else because they did. It's ridiculous. All right, so what I'm going to have to do, as I said, to fill the puzzles, I'm going to connect these, pull them out, come back, get this one, push it back, and put those back on top of it. For now, again, this is, I don't have a favorite heritage. I don't have any heritages in the game. I don't necessarily give too much consideration to the paint job that's on trains, other than, you know, they look good, they're realistic. I don't necessarily care, honestly. I grew up, SP was always in my backyard where I grew up. My house was against an interstate, and then Southern Pacific always ran on the rails behind. Now they're part of UP, but well, I'm used to seeing Southern Pacific. Again, it's a paint job. What's on the front of the train on the nose? I really don't care. I mean, I drive the train, you know, I'm on the outside of it now, obviously, but if I was to be inside of it, you don't really see the paint job from inside. I would put more stock into the horns, the whistles, if you will, because that's something you actually can hear and change. I like more variety too, and Run 8, just the design. Run 8's the best game ever, train simulator wise, in my opinion. I've played most of them, but they don't really have like liveries. You know, it's like, here's a car and this is the design on it. I have not seen. So, and I don't have a favorite horn. I just like the sound. I like the horns that are kind of messed up, to be honest. Ones that don't sound right, that are broken. Those are the ones that I like playing with. I'm not a don't go around really judging paint jobs and horns and bells. I put them in, but I make sure that they're the right, you know, the right horn for that model of train. You know, whatever EMD or GE put out with it, that's what it should have. Do not have a favorite locomotive. However, I am more partial to the Gevos. I like the way that the 4400s drive. I'm running an SD70 right now. I'm sorry, the SD45. But I was doing earlier. I was moving, doubling up a train at LAC, and I had spawned in the SD70s in. There, like when you give it gas, they take a while to respond. Whereas the Gevos, the GEs, they're a little bit quicker. So when you give it gas, it doesn't take like 80 seconds for it to spin up and start moving. So I do like the 4400s out of the road engines. When it comes to these smaller guys, I mean, I'm just starting to use the 45s here. They have a little more power than the either the 38s or the SD40 Tech 2s. But I mean, I'm happy with anything that works. That's the best way to put it. If it works, I mean, look at, these are custom liveries that I have on here, right? See how they're all rusty and dirty? Because that's how they look. I don't like them all brand new looking. These are work engines. They're supposed to look like crap, as long as they run good. So that's where I put my effort, is into making the realistic, where I can find them. Some of these cars have custom liveries and some have the standard ones. Like this tanker, see how it has all that dirt on it? And that's what it should look like. They're dirty. There's grease all over the place. I've got some with graffiti on them, but they're hard to find right now. These cars here in this manifest, I don't think they have a lot of graffiti, but I mean, we can have liveries where it has, you know, like different types of graffiti. That would be awesome. I don't know. We don't have we only have SD70. I think they're DC. I don't know if they're AC or DC. There might be AC in the game. I don't even know which ones are in the game. The game is modeled after the 90s and not modern day. So, all right, let me take off that handbrake. Let me spin it back a little bit. I've got to peel these 141s off here. I got to clear that switch. This BEP is going back, but I may have screwed up that because these other ones are behind the tankers, I think. So let's put on these handbrakes. Put on 3, and that should be good. Here's the rep. Come on back a little bit. Yeah, so we have the Dash 9s in here too, since it's you know, that old. It's modeled for that time frame. And I tell you what, I'm not a big fan of Dash 9s either, because they are definitely slow. But again, if they work, I'm good. As long as I can pull cars and move stuff around, I don't have a problem with them. And I do like when they break, because then I have to figure out, okay, what happened? Yeah, I never even knew what chassis was, by the way. So in the 90s, so BNSF, so you had Santa Fe, which again is from the area that I grew up in. I grew up in Orange County, so we had both Southern Pacific and Santa Fe. And they actually tried to merge in the late 80s, early 90s. And that didn't go through. So what ended up happening was British Northern, a few years later, successfully merged with Santa Fe. So that's how you got BNSF. As far as chassis, I've seen the liveries online and stuff, but I don't even know what chassis is. I've never, because I'm from the West Coast. And then CSX, again, that's, I always thought they made like videotapes or something. Like, you know, in the old days. So CSX, I didn't even know about until I started playing the train simulators as well. let's make sure we're not going too far back. I have there. These are the ST40s here, and they require service. So I have them parked back there right now, and they're supposed to work their way back to the Barstow engine shop so they can get their service. So I have them out of service now, and these 45s that I'm using right here, these are loaners. So it says that they're PPH switcher temp. We had to get some loaners here. So somebody had deleted those other guys, and so I was like, okay, well, I brought in some 45s, and okay, I am in neutral. So I brought the 45s here, and then said, oh, those other ones. I pulled the wrong one when I was talking here. What about Amtrak in the 90s? I don't know anything about Amtrak. I've been on one once. That's relay, so I just grabbed the wrong one. Yeah, I don't know anything about Amtrak. I've been on Amtrak from Richmond or Martinez, wherever the train station is, to Sacramento and back. And that's my only experience with Amtrak. And then we never had like commuter trains. San Diego did they had like a light rail system in the 90s. But we now have Metrolink. Well, I guess there was some up north too in San Jose, Milpitas. There was light rail passenger service there as well. But I never rode it. I rode some in Japan, both a few times the bullet train and their like rail stuff. And I rode the upper, whatever it's called, in Chicago in the 90s. The U, or whatever the hell it's called. That was cool, but I spent too much time on trains. Spent more time simming this stuff for the last few years than I have ever in real life. Alright, so this is our temporary spot here for these 171s. We will sort those, but today is a day about sorting. See what we're going to do. So these are 171s. We put those there on purpose. Okay, so this is the stack that we're sorting here. All right, it's almost done. So I have lumber here. I'm going to leave lumber in the back. The gun is going right down here to this, so we want to get those there. But I currently have no way to get on the other side of this so I can push them. So that's another part of the puzzle that we're going to figure out here. Okay. Where do I have more lumber? Just that's it? No, I have some back here. No. Of course, I got to peel this guy off and put it with this stuff. Oh, there's some graffiti cars. Right there. All right. And there's a BEP. I mean, these are pretty much sorted. Way I'll do it is, oh, see, I have some of these lumber cars here with some that don't belong here. So like there's a TRM right there, and it has to come and go back here because TRM is this shop right there. So let's fix this. Let's get these lumbers sorted. And that's a VRS. So VRS is going on this track. You have to be standing on the ground in multiplayer in order to flick a switch, not in single player. Come over here and grab this VRS. And actually, I think perhaps there's an efficient way to do this. There's another VRS here, so we'll grab that hopper there. 2 VRSs and a Sunny D, which goes right back here. Or am I hearing air? I hear an air leak. All right, so I'm going to pull CRM. Okay, so I guess we should just pull them all off for a minute. Those are all VRS. Leave this guy here all by its lonesome. Actually, let me take the brakes off everything. One car, one handbrake. That makes sense. Okay, come on. So I have it currently in neutral, but it thinks the dynamic brake's on. So where's my menu? That different. Let's calibrate the rail driver. So here is forward. Here is backwards. That's actually neutral right there, but we're not even close to it. So when we come to throttle, set that. Come off just a little bit. Set that. Set that. Set that. Yeah, it's not even setting it right. That's close enough. So the map that I was showing you right here, only show if it's on the screen apparently. That tells you the industries on there, but it also, the same place where that map is, which there's a link down below, it says if to follow along. We're using the Depot maps. If you go to that Depot website, under references, you can see the destination tags. You can see where all that stuff goes and what the industries are, because we use the standard industries that the Depot creates. I think we have a few of our own custom in here, but generally we use theirs. All right, so I don't know why I did it that way. I'm gonna say I normally split those. I just split it at the DPU, the mid DPU, and right. Let me put this this tanker right back here. Why didn't I just pull that whole stack out? Oh, because I'm gonna be putting more in there. As I clear the switch, I will put a handbrake on this guy. And we just want her clear. That looks good there. I didn't make it. I hit the brakes, and then the coupler recoupled right as I was getting ready to make her loose. Okay, so this is an TRM, so that's going to go way in the back. Okay, again, let's keep things sorted. Now that I just noticed that, this is how we figure the puzzles out. Just a lot of back and forth. Like I said, I've been doing this for a few hours before I even started streaming. Brakes on. Now if we disconnect, I come back just a tad bit. Now we're going to take off this VRS guy. Got two of them. Got one up there as well. Are you coming? There we go. Notch 2. So we're going to put it right here and then push that a little bit back. Give us some room. Want to make sure that it clears the switch all the way so we don't have any problems. That's going to be good, but that's minimal. Turn the switch. Now we can open it. Let's get off there. Or it recouples. Now we just got our lumber, but we left two cars in the way now. Reverse, and here we come back. We're gonna leave those there for now. What we're gonna do is we're gonna grab the other TRM car so we can put those. All right, so TRM is gonna be down here somewhere, right there. I literally have to pull all of these off in order to get to it. And we're calling it this one here. This a bit of adjustment here. Got two cars to tuck, so we have to get them where they need to be. Let's go to where marked it. TRM. So I need to put one in between here and here. Enough. Takes time. Of course, I got parking brakes on everything, most likely. if you don't put parking brakes on, these are going to end up down the street. Like, where'd my stuff go? Oh. That rehook. So that's REP, and this is TRM. Perfect. Make sure that we got enough parking brakes to hold it on. Hold the load if it's heavy. Literally going to pull this stack forward to get one car. Those are DCCs over there. But through all the sorting I've done, I mean, there's still a decent amount, but not anything crazy. Why this is so much better than Amtrak's, in my opinion. I gotta count out actually how many of these cars I have. I don't even know if I can put them all in the industry. I think I can, but I think the industry holds like 20. Start slowing down here, get ready to come get our one car, put them all back. So I'm pushing actually uphill. Where the locomotive is, that's downhill, 0.35 down grade. So a decent grade. Earlier I typed in something in Discord, setting something, answering some questions, and I had those engines right here somewhere, and then I finished what I was doing. I looked, and where's the engines at? Like, where the hell are they at? They're all the way down on the main line, further down the thing, and I couldn't throw a switch because the train was coming. I got them just in time, but I swear I put the independent brake on them before I let them go. See. All right, we got this guy. Take off this. Open the coupler, let's go the other way, and then drop this one off. All the switches are already still lined up except for this one here. One more car to go and we'll fill that switch. Bit rainy here this weekend in Southern California. Raining just right as we started, as we went live, it was raining pretty good. Got more rain coming through the next few days. And all that stuff's blowing to the East Coast there, so you guys are going to get some more rain coming your way. Snow and all that stuff. We got like 222% over our normal, or over our average or something like that. And the mountains are full of snow, so it'd be cool if you saw snow in these mountains, these hills, because there would be snow right now, some of them. Bigger ones like this one back here would be half that. Half that would be covered in white. Yesterday it was warm enough to go to the beach. As we go around these switches and curves here, it's going to put a lot of resistance on the wheels. So it's going to naturally slow the train down, the cars, especially that we're now pushing uphill at 0.35 grade. These lumber car right here to my right side, that's for Brickhurst Mill, I think. Could be. These cars here on my right are going straight down the way I'm going now, but straight down the main line to Riverside. So CLE is a lumber yard, PLW is a lumber yard, same, just depending on how you enter it from the main, that's why they have east and west. Okay, we got a little bit of room till we hit the engines. I got to go back to the shop. So the idea with those is once we get cars from the customer, maybe even when these ones come back, I'm not sure yet. When we do an outbound train build, we're going to connect those engines to the part of the train. They're probably right behind the engines. But they'll be just towed as cargo, not as helpers, because they're little engines. Make sure we clear the switch. Yep. This one here has got to come back more. See, it's starting to lurch forward on us because of the grade. Just have to clear it so you can drive by. Looking for something about there. I'll put some handbrakes on. And I'll put some more on. Don't trust them holding all this weight. That would be something not fun if you don't have your power on there. Then those cars are gonna take off on you. But let's see. I've got to get. Actually, I don't need to do anything with that right now. I can just peel this one off and worry about that last one later. Slack is bunching up here, the coupler. Yeah, take that. Oh, boom. All right, let's go get rid of these lumbers. And the lumbers are going on this guy here, but we still have this tanker. So let's see, what are we going to do with the tanker? Well, where are the, here's the tank cars. Sit on the ground. Come back and get these guys. Pull these three off. Thought we had some behind too. Yeah. Got EEP, DCC, DCC, and then we got them in reverse up here. Figured I'd sort those later, but they're kind of in the exact opposite order. I didn't get a notch on it. I wanted a notch on it. So for now, we're going to grab these three. EPP is way back here. This one. Hard to see because of the sky, but this one here, I'm trying to Go up, and so we can see it. There they go. There. BEP. Hard on white, too. So, oh, no, are you coming or not? You're just going to sit there all day and screw around? Got work to do. Got time to mess around over there? All right, so how do we want to do this? I need to sort these at some point. Do it now? Got BEP and DCCs there. I've got DCCs and BEP up here. But I got to get to the tanker before I can do anything. Why don't we do this? Check to make sure we got handbrakes on, which we do not. I thought I hit that twice, but apparently not. So my idea here probably not that good. No. My first thought was pretty good, and then I don't know why I changed my mind. I'm going to put all the tankers together right here. I don't know why I was not thinking about that anymore. Put the tankers together, and then we'll deal with these other ones. And so the Sunny Delight, these are SBD is Sunny Delight orange juice, I believe. They're not going anywhere where this lumber is. I mean, I guess you could say the lumber is going to be delivered on the way, but I've got to have the power on the side I'm looking at now to come towards us. So I can push them back. Oh no, I put that TRM thing on there, didn't I? Now the way I'm looking at it now, the DCCs are going to be... All right, so if we look at our map, so we're here in the yard. We're looking at where it's going to go. So DCC is here. And as it continues down the line, there's BEP. So DCCs would actually need to be first. And they're pull through, back up, pull through, back up. And this pull through, change sides, push these back for VRS, which is all those hoppers. And as you're leaving, shove back and push to SDB, which is Sunny Delight. I believe it's like maybe Sunny Delight Bottling Company or something. They make orange juice, fake orange juice. So, what I have now is a situation where I have BEP. Is the berry plastic. So I got BEP, DCC, DCC, and then down there I got DCC, DCC, BEP. So I have BEP on the other end. So we'd want BEP to be closer to the engine than DCC going that way. Otherwise, we have to do it all on the main. We don't want to switch off the main. We don't have to. Okay, let's do this, 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 this. Now we've got those all lined up in order. Is wonderful. Let's get pressure off this coupler. We got our lumber dudes here. These cars are now blocking it. Okay. Let's go get these cars. Now the BEP is going to be connected to this one where we can figure out, peel that off and then put the DCCs next to them. So again, DCC is before BEP, so we want them in the reverse order where the DCC is further back from the engine than the BEPs. Say that 3 times fast, huh? Flat switching with no room in the yard. How do you do it? This is how we're doing it. I mean, is it efficient? Well, about as efficient as it's gonna get. There's also BEP there. Over here on this one. So now what? Well, now we have to figure that out too. But if that's, you know, if that's all we got to figure out now, it's not too bad. Yeah, so we have to get these guys off here now too. But pretty soon we'll have some tracks clear to be able to do that, because these are the 171s. And 171 doesn't have a lot of room left, maybe just enough. 5 cars might just have enough. Looking at both ends of that. The track we're on now is kind of full. This stuff over here, which we also have to get. Of course, there's a BEP at the very end. Yeah. That's okay. Eventually, we'll get them all. But that just, again, it's going to show us that where we actually need the BEPs and how to get to them. So, oh, and I got a, okay, I didn't see that one. Now I got to back up just a hair. Just going to drop this. Well, wait. Let's look at the map again and see where the N... So NFP is just down the way. It's right here, literally just down the street. So we don't even need that on this set. We can put it right here with the REPs. I don't even think there's any more REPs out here. REPs are going right here where you can see my mouse, just where the train is. So it's across the way. But we can put this with it because it's literally going down the street. So, and to keep things simple for a yard, you can't move a lot of stuff in, or you don't have a lot of space. Is how we're going to do it. Take a quick look down here and see how much space we have. We are going to attach the engines, but that's okay. We can move them. We have to clear this part of the switch. Yeah, just move a couple cars around. It should be real quick. 5 hours later. All right, so that should be good there. Couple handbrakes on. Good right there. I'm back to relieve the pressure off the coupler. Oh. Oh, it didn't unpin. I was going to pin back on there. All right, so now I have that BEP in the back. I'm going to connect to this BEP and double those guys up. A little too soon there, but whatevs. So I'm going to have some more shifting to do here in a moment. Because I got a couple cars here that I got to shuffle over to that last one, but we'll still have some blockage going on. That stuff down there. Till we don't. Again, this has the lumber on it. Why can't we put the lumber with the lumber? We can. And then move it back over. See? They got to move over one track. So another shuffle. Thank God we do have a long lead that we can play with here. That switch is good there. This is where that NFP is coming, by the way, but we have some cars. We have some service cars there already. Yes. And while we're at it, back up, we'll pick up these, we're going to get this lumber car here. Right here. These two are going to go with those 3 or 4. Taking brakes off. And brake on that one and that one. So now, connect those. Come on back a little bit. Here comes the slack. So let's go forward. So we're going to put the wood here. Put those 2 back with that one. And then the other wood with that wood. How much wood can a woodchuck chuck? Woodchuck has train cars full of wood. And since this is what, 2x4s? We're going to kick this one up to a decent speed because of the hill. Try not to break the coupler. Not going to go very far, but that's okay because we're going to send this one with it. Want to get past our switch. Coming back here. What I'll do is I'll put a handbrake on there just to hold it. These guys are just going right there. Potentially something we can just pick off there if we get the right speed going. So how far that's going to go. Be great if they connect. I don't know if they will, but we'll find out here in a second. Now I'll put a handbrake on it. Get really close here. I think they're going to stop because of the hill. Yep. All right, no problem. And these guys are going to have to push back quite a bit. We use this one for the tankers. Maybe. Maybe we will. Maybe we will not. Maybe we'll find out. So the Sunny D's, we still have to do something with those other ones. NPP's here, it's fine. This is rep and BRM, this cut here. I would like to shuffle those BEPs and other ones that we were talking about, the DCCs before. So we'll just shove the tankers back here for now. Inconvenient, we'll handbrakes on. Kick those loose. To address these guys here. I've got I got one here to play with. Oh, I just blocked my wood, didn't I? Son of a gun. All right, let's just take care of these right now. How were we going to do that again? See what we got. Check out what we're working with here. Why is it going so slow? Okay, so DCC. You have two DCCs in the wrong spot. Or is it, no, it's the BEPs in the wrong spot. Okay, let's just get out of the way. Looks like that's okay. Two EPs, but we've got one on the back of that guy over there too. Okay, picked the wrong order again. Okay, so we'll just shuffle these around on the, we have them. But we still need one more before we can call this guy complete. Come back and get this guy here, these two. So now DCCs are together. A lot back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Flat switching is what it is. Independent brake, slow her down. Let's go forward. We're going to push these back over here. Why is it not switching? Come on. Thank you. And still thinking, what's next? I think I'll be able to leave these here for a moment. So that's clear. Remember, I still need to get that one BEP out. That's barely enough. Get this back up. Where we get? Okay, we can't go anymore. How many handbrakes on? I'm gonna go over one more rail. One more lane. I grab these guys and clear them off this track. We got VRS and then, okay. Oh, so after all those are the tankers. I think there's another tanker down somewhere too, down the line. Switch. I'm gonna put those all the way down here. I need to open this switch here so that it goes straight, doesn't curve. All I got is one? How did that happen? Did it disconnect? Or maybe there was something in the middle, I never connected them together? Or those, I kicked these two, huh? And then they didn't connect all the way. And I said, that's okay, but I didn't just now connect them. Okay, switch is good, switch is good, switch is good. We just need this one to change after we pass it. Now we got this lane open. Hopefully these will fit down here. Ride her back here. So with the exception of that one hidden DEP, there's a lot of VRS here too, but got a pretty decent yard or industry down in Fullerton or Anaheim. Oh my goodness. How did that's RHS here too? Where is it? Yeah. How's that for luck? I didn't even know these were here. I wasn't going to even sort these guys yet. Go in the very back here and see if we can get a distance counter going up. See if we can clear the tracks without blowing this one here. And I guess I'm flying. I thought I was walking. A 3.7. Okay. Line all these up in case I pass. I can't get her stopped. So this is the 171 cars anyways. These are going to get sorted. There's the B EP car that I need, and then some GAN cars. The VRS, the front of this guy, and then we will put on some brakes here. PLE, so that's a different place. I'm not worried about those. Let's go to the other side. Looks like we are going to be okay. Oh, this set is all 7.1, so we don't have to worry about those anymore unless we find some more tucked in somewhere. These guys are this set here is all basically going either right behind us or across the way, and now we have to deal with these Earl cars, these lumber cars, these guys that are DCC. We have a free, okay, so what makes sense to me is to grab this one here, put it with these guys, shift this whole set over. Yeah, I knew it was going to be just tight, so we would be ripping metal there. Gotta be careful, sometimes that crashes the server too. If we remove it here, won't be a problem. And when I grab those tankers and attach them here, the lumber's already here, so that will be pretty nice. So we'll peel all these hoppers off. Camera's a little wonky there. A little bit further. Looking at the wrong one. I have a whole bunch of these guys, these VRS cars, and I'll pull them this way and then slide them over one. That'll allow us to get to the last two, I guess. And I put these on the lead for switching purposes, so we don't want to take this up long term. I have to move them anyway. We got high beams on. Oh, we had high beams on. There they are. One. High beams don't come on in here. That one has ditch lights. Doesn't have ditch lights. Like, oh, they are bright. Okay. I don't know how. Okay, it's not long enough to go there crossing. All right. These are all VRS. There's that other BEP. And yeah. Yep. So of course we're gonna have to mess with those. But first let's just get these off. So VRS is probably going to be the first set that needs to up against the engine. So we're going to, so these would be closest to the engine. We're not going to be able to fit anything behind it. So VRS and BE, well, okay. All right. All right. Didn't we have some others, though, somewhere? Oh, look. Keep going. Thank you. So, we have one here. Of course. Two. Got two there. Need to address that, too. Oh, we'll build this after we sort it. So we can sort it in multiple lanes here. That way it's easier to move stuff around. This is a nice long set here. So let's see. The switch is thrown. Going over one. I mean, we got two more cars. We can put them on this end of it. Doesn't matter. Once we can get around everything, we can just go to the other side and pick those two off, put them on this side anyways, on the back of this. Once we can get around the yard, we can do whatever we need to. And when we clear these three, we should have the ability to do that. Ideally, these Sunny Delights are going to be right up against these VRSs on the way that we're headed to now. Followed by the BEPs. We still got to get those together first. We get off here, we can shut this switch. We won't need it for a bit. Gotta track down our DCC BEPs. See these ones here, right? Oh. Lumbers are. All right. So, gotta go over one track. I'm gonna grab these here. Yep, they're in the very, very back. Again, no problem. Taken care of right now. So 171s are over here. Don't worry about those right now. We're going to get this BEP off. DCCs together. Again, we got one BEP all the way in the back, I think. That other set. There were 3 of them or something. And when I look at the DCC and BEP, DCC in the very back, BEP in the middle, and then the oil tankers, the orange juice tankers. So DCC's in the back, and then we're gonna shuffle those now, because we do have those sorted maybe sideways a little bit. A little too far. There's a stop. I'm gonna stop back here a little bit. Too far, too far. Brakes aren't on, I hope. All right, so now we'll pull forward a bit. We want the BCCs, then the BEPs, followed by the SDBs before we're going to the VCLs. BEPs, BCCs on the very, very back.
BNSF detector, milepost 22.4, main 2, temperature 81 degrees.
BPPs. The BEPs are going to be in the middle somewhere. We got one more we got to grab. Two, three. All right. Seems efficient, but again, without room, land keeps changing. Open that one up. Those are now going to be in the very, very back. Oops, wrong way. Okay, so oh, why'd you stop? Could clear that. Could be close again, but Here in the back, you have the lumber there. And these are all lumber except for that one right there. Need these 3 cars out of here. I think we can get them from the other end.
Temperature 81 degrees.
All right, so we're gonna grab them. We'll just get them right now. It's only like 6 more cars, so that way we'll grab the rest of this lumber and everything we need, and we can be done sorting. Oh, I didn't see that one. That one's sneaking in there. That BEP right here. A little sneaky bastard. It's a good thing we're taking all of you then. Here we go. So let's see. There's like 5. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 lumber cars here. That one's going to have to be delivered in little small amounts because there's no way that they can take them all. Oh, they fit like 4 or 5 in there. We'll pull her up here, dump off the lumber at the end. Final lumber stuff, and then we'll be able to build what we need to. Remember, I have that Hidden Valley BEP guy coming up, so. There's that hidden one. Here's the other one. ERS. Okay, so. Did I make it? Yes, I did. I think this, yeah, that has a handbrake on it. This one also has a handbrake on it. That one has a handbrake on it. The lumber car should stay here. The back 2 are VRS, pretty easy to deal with now. That's a switch. All right. Back these guys into here. I didn't quite get the train stops. It's going to go for a little bit. Dynamics there. We don't have air. We bled the air out of all the cars, so takes a little bit to get them stopped without air. Got 2 cars to peel off here. BEP car, and then some lumber cars. We got those oil tankers. They're orange juice, whatever the hell they are. But once we have that BEP, then we can deal with those easier. Push this back just a little bit more to give ourselves some room. That way we can tie a locomotive up or whatever we need to do. All right, so let's, all these are empty. Gonna take this guy. Of course, it's not released. Or there's pressure on the couple. Trying to say. We want to push this with that one there, then the lumber down where the lumber is. Oh, that's that blue car right there. We got that one other BP. I can kind of see it from here. Train moving. Past the switch so we can free any interference. Almost had it slack before I can get there. On back. All right, so now we got a couple lumber cars to peel off. 5 or something. I'll get those delivered tonight, then we don't have to worry about it. They'll be processed and ready to come back soon. Wait, didn't I just... These lumber cars are going right the way that the train is going now, but I have to be on the opposite side of where I am to have to shove them down the lead with the industry. There's nowhere to turn around. Pull it down so it doesn't slam into it. 6 isn't bad. Get a little bit lighter, but again, this MPP car here, I mean, that's a single, that's just take it down and drop it off. It's literally the next industry over. But it's a MPP on the map. Going the way that my train is now. With the power to shut it back. Alright, so here's the car we've been waiting for. Okay, that's good there. Go forward. Instead of yanking all these up a long ways. Take it off here. Maybe I can't because of the tankers. Yeah, you know what? Tankers are going to be in the way. Like to have the tankers out of there, but be able to take the tankers off here in a minute. Couple back and forth more times. One's got to clear this switch here. Like it's really going, but it's barely moving. Okay, handbrake off. So by doing it this way, I'm going to put these EEPs over with the DCCs on the far track. Drop off those 2 lumbers, or 3 lumbers, whatever they are. Then I'll have this track here free for those tankers, the orange juice. But I won't need it for that because the tankers are going to go right here. I think I'm going to move those off. DCC, EEP, and the tankers. Or then VRS, then the tankers. Either way, I'm going to put tankers up against these. These are currently being on the lead, though. Grab these DCC guys and shove them right where we just picked these from. For those of you that might still be watching, thank you so much. That switching is not the most entertaining. Then again, I don't see how driving a train just down the street is too. Oh, we got numbered cars. No, let's see where we're at. See that crossing's down. I think so. Oh, the tankers are going to go in there. So then when we double up, be nice and easy to double up to get them out of here. Yeah, see, we didn't even quite make it to the the crossing. So that switch is good. Ride this to the switch. So we got to push these in, kick a couple lumber cars off, put the tankers on this stack, and then finish up the lumber cars. About 5 hours of flat switching at Porphyry. And maybe, well, I'm going to stop to have some dinner. These are ready for delivery, but we also got pickups to do. Which is in itself a challenge, especially when you take cars with you to deliver. A whole nother thing of figuring, okay, how do I drop a pit? What's going on, Arco? I just saw you pop in there. Just finishing up here. Flat switching, Porphyry and Corona. We started this adventure about 12:30. Right now it's almost nearly 6 p.m. But we were doing other things as well. Wasn't working here the whole time. Had to have some people out, have dinner and all that. Shove this in a little bit here. Missed the part of the handbrake on it, which isn't too bad. Cut this guy off here. Got to split these lumber cars off to get to the tankers. Lumber cars are going on this track. And we need to fix this switch. So we'll have 3 lanes of track of items on there that we need to deliver. They're all going kind of different spots. It'll be easier to pick what we need to deliver those. And then after all that's done, we'll probably have to work the 171 cars that are over there by themselves. Just to line them up. After we clear these 3 tracks, we'll have some room to be able to do a little bit of switching there as well. And especially even after we deliver some of these lumber cars. I mean, I guess it's just going to continue taking track because we don't have the room at the industry to dump all of them, so. But this is how, again, I said in the beginning, we got a whole bunch of cars to switch. There's no room to do it. How do you do it? Well, if you just watch the last 2 hours, that's how I did it. That track clear. Put on some handbrakes on this lumber. Should hold it. I'm not doing any handbrake tests or anything. This is where you kind of need it because this yard is on an angle, but I mean, car stopped. Still kind of rolling, but it's good. Starts taking off. I'll put my foot underneath the tires to stop it. We are going downhill, as you can see, with this runaway that's going on right now. But we'll smoke the Indies to get it stopped, no problem. And we connect these Sunny D fake orange juice cars to these plastic cars. They make plastic cartons, I guess. Move the last lumber collection over. I mean, that should be done at that point. Okay, a couple more to go. Looks good right there. OBS is freaking out right at the last minute. Showing me less and less of the things that I want to see. If I can get that next one over. Nope. Clicking on it. Right here. The one I wanted. 5 handbrakes for this. These cars are semi-loaded. Got 50 tons. Take the pressure off the hooks here. And that's lined up. Those are the last cars we have to switch. I didn't hit the brakes quick enough. That's not too bad, I guess. All right, as we push these back for our final set of cars going, I want to remind you all that we'll be back next Sunday, March Simulator Sunday, starting right around 4 p.m. Pacific Coast. It'll be 7 on the Eastern. Keep an eye out for us. We may start earlier or later, depending on what's going on in life. But of course, you can find on Friday, today's Sunday, Simulator Sundays. Friday on YouTube, we have the Beer Keggers baseball games that come out on YouTube, but they were filmed live 2 days prior, Wednesday nights on Twitch. If you want to join that experience live, where we are commentating while playing the games, I think this Wednesday, we might be playing R-CAL Maple Syrups with him controlling his own team and me controlling the beer keggers, as I usually do. That will be at 8 p.m. East Coast, 5 p.m. on the left coast, West Coast. And that's on twitch.tv/Kung Fu Beer. If you want to join us, come check it out. If not, if you enjoy watching on YouTube, where I watch most of my stuff, you'll be able to find it there 2 days later on Friday. We have some original roleplay content that comes out Tuesdays on YouTube. 10 a.m. is when everything's released. And the football games, we had the Madden football games that were coming out, I think on Tuesdays. They're now being released on Saturdays, I believe. Next Saturday will be the first one of those. So if you enjoy those are coming on Saturdays now. At least as fast as I can get them done. But they do take a little bit of time to prepare and edit and all that, play. So getting some content coming back out of this channel. That's been about twice a week for a while, and had a little more time, so we've been doing that more. But other than that, Simulator Sunday is ending right now. So thank you for those of you that were here live, and thank you so much for everybody. 600 and some viewers last week, for the last week one, and thank you so much for spending time and watching the content that I put out. If you got any comments, let me know down below. Other than that, we'll see you right back. That's the plan right now. If come back next Sunday, we'll see you then. Otherwise, keep enjoying the content, and yeah, see you next Simulator Sunday. Thanks everybody for coming. See you next week, or hopefully in the Twitchinators on Twitch. See ya.